Hello everybody, it's your mama's Nuggets, but you can call me Nuggets, and welcome back to another Minecraft stream from the Vanilla RB Plays Vanilla SMP server. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. We got some work to do. Diggy hole. That's what we're doing. So, I built this. Being my episode that comes out next week. Took forever. Also, I have no idea what stop sign he's talking about, but that's fine. So let's set up a beacon. Now, I'm not sure where we're going to set up said beacon, or how deep down it should be, to be quite honest. So what I'm going to do is come over, I don't know, here? Sure, here. And we're gonna do the thing that should not be done. And dig straight down. Here, water. Okay. Water's better than lava. Let's see. Oh, more water. Which is also still better than lava. We'll dig to... Where am I at? 15. Sounds perfect. 1, 3, 4. Set up our beacon right here. Should be good to go. 1, 2, 3. Gotta go down one more. Hopefully, that'll have us covered as far as haste goes. Depending on how quickly this digging goes, we might even just finish the farm that I'm making. Not sure. Was thinking of finishing it in the end of the episode, but I mean, if I finish farm because the digging goes by quickly, then we'll just do a little test as the end of the episode goes. We also have to go pick up those diamonds. I want to leave them there. I mean, they look lonely. We'll have to take them and bring them back and... Oh, there's some copper too. Perfect. I suppose, before we do any of this, Joe, let's try not to die. Of course, I don't have any water. Why would I? I don't have any torches either. Hello. And I'll take it. Alright. Take the food. Take all the things. Or at least some of the things. As long as they're things we need. Or want. Stuck. And now I'm stuck in a hole. Alright. Cover that up. Get our beacon down so we can dig the giant hole. RB Plays left the game. He's probably going back to check his single player world thing again. He'll probably be back momentarily. Hello, cat in my lap. I don't know why, but my little kitten has been very needy. 1 second. Alright, there you go. Needy of comfort. Don't know why. I mean, she gets tons of love and pets, but I don't know. Just going through a moment where he needs more. Floppy your tail at me. There we go. Alright. So, the number or the amount that we need to dig down, I guess all depends on what we're gonna do. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. So there's gonna be 3 platforms to here, and we need to dig out this whole thing. Basically this entire square down as far as we can go. So let's go empty our inventory and grab some more shulker boxes to pick up all this garbage that we're gonna end up getting. Let's see, what do? Throw that in there, throw that. That can go in there. That. Most of the rest. This is going here for now. Grab 6 of these guys. Are we going to use all 6? I don't know. Thinking I should probably swap my pick out for the fortune pick as well. And we can at least use deep plate that we get. Alright. 28 rockets, that should be enough to get out. So let's dig this hole down. I mean, I can always fill in, but we're gonna go down to, I don't know, 20 maybe? We need some torches too. It's the well thought out plan. I don't know what you're talking about. Totally had everything set up to dig a giant hole. Don't have any torches though. That'll be fine. We can make some more torches. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Suppose while I'm here, make this full stack of rockets. Alright. Doobie-doo. Let's see. Alright, so now on to the digging. Close the pit, just in case. I don't expect any problems. We're here on it. I really, well, something might be able to spawn over there, but bought all the shroomlights. I'm not worried about the sides or what this looks like. It unfortunately is going to probably turn into a bat farm too. It's going to be increasingly, or like ridiculously dark in here, I'm sure. Fill in the side too. Ah, other way. I don't really care about the blocks necessarily, but you know, waste not, want not. I did a lot of grinding for the materials for this build, and in getting all the deep slate and everything that we had to get for it, I ended up with a lot of other stuff. So, one of these in our offhand though. At least keep it light for us. Not sure, but hopefully it isn't so deep that I have to deal with mobs spawning on the opposite side of the room. Probably will. But I don't want to put a whole bunch of torches in here that I'm then gonna have to take the torches out. I think I'm close enough that nothing should spawn while we're digging. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. Hey, copper. Thing is, I just bought a bunch of copper so that I could finish the roof. Probably should have waited. You know what else I could use in here, or use while I'm doing this, would be a bucket of water. We'll get lucky and find some water down there. I have a bucket. But neglected to fill said bucket. Prior to this. Because as we learned from the torches, I'm super prepared as always. This has been the part of the build that I was kinda, I guess you could say, dreading the most, was having to do all the digging. I like the building was good, and I enjoy the way it looked. Doesn't look like anything's spawning in here. At least so far. So I don't think it's big enough that it'll spawn with me in the hole. So we should be okay to just dig down and just light up the bottom once we get there. As long as we don't have to leave that. Have to leave the hole, probably have to deal with a couple of mobs, I'm sure, but shouldn't be anything. Shouldn't be anything we can't handle, you know? Shouldn't be. But we're going to utilize this building kind of like we do all the other ones, or try to do, and make a farm inside of it that we could utilize. Alright, so I don't know, my idea, I don't like farms hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, let's see if we can make this shot. Nailed it. Sweet. Let's try and keep ourselves somewhat organized. Semi-organized, I guess. I don't know where the flower came from. Now, once we get down farther, I don't know, we'll have to bring the shulker boxes with us to pick up all the stuff, because flying back up will make it so that we're far enough away that everything spawns, and I don't want to deal with it. At least, not really. This is a big hole. Which is good. That's what we need. So these two are empty, right? Just bring those with it. Take these two also. Diggy diggy hole. So happy Saturday to anybody hanging out. Are you happy it's the weekend? This week, even though I had taken Monday off from work because it was my son's birthday, and I wanted to, you know, celebrate it with him, and I had to bake him a cake and do some other stuff. First cake I've made in years, and I don't think I've made him a cake since he was like, I don't know, 5 or 7 or something like that. So it's been quite some time. It might have been, I mean, I don't remember the exact year that I made him a cake. I know I made him a cake when he was turning 4. I'm pretty sure I made him a cake when he turned 5. And I'm sure I made him a cake some other time, but it has been some time to where I don't remember. So the house that I live in, we thought about buying the house, right? But it has so many issues with it that they can't really afford to fix right like all at once. That, and my kid only has like, I don't know so much about the areas. It's a good area, right? But it's not like a forever home area, right? So even though I could have some equity and a little bit of money left over, I was hesitant to purchase a house in the area. So we're renting the house, and there's all sorts of little issues that would need to get fixed if we were to purchase that house, or things that would need to be fixed before I purchased a house. Anyhow, I completely forgot, lost my train of thought. Yeah, so as I got off on a tangent about the house, So what I was trying to get to was the fact that I made him a cake, right? So we rent the house, so we don't own any of the stuff, and they really only fix things that are big problems, which, you know, I guess makes sense from a homeowner standpoint. But one of the problems that frustrates me to no end is the fact that the oven is all digital, right? So the stove and the oven is digital. So, you know, I had to set a temperature to make a cake. And the temperature that you need to make the cake is 350 degrees. Well, the 3 and the 0, along with, I think it's like the 7 buttons on the stove and oven itself don't work. So, you know, I couldn't set it for 400. I couldn't set it for 375 because 7 doesn't work. So the closest I could get to 350 as far as making the cake goes, was 411. So I ended up overcooking the cake a little bit. Now it was still good. I mean, everybody still enjoyed the cake. My son and I, we both ate the heck out of the cake over the course of the week, but it irked me. We're gonna have to go light this cave up. So we might as well light this up. Alright, let's see. It was a little overdone, but it was still good. You know, I still enjoyed it. And more importantly than me enjoying it, my son enjoyed it, which is, you know, that's the important part. Hi. Surprised? Well, it's not a very big cave at all, is it? No, there was nothing of worth in said cave. Fantastic. Alright. That took significantly less time than I thought it would. Bugged me, though, that the one time I tried to actually bake a cake, because I don't do much baking, alright? I do a lot of cooking, but I don't usually bake, because I don't need to bake. Much. When I do bake, it's usually in the 400s. So I don't have to worry about it too much. But the one time in years that I needed or wanted to bake, and couldn't use the right temperature, bothered me. Turned out okay though. Did it a little bit less of a time. There we go. That's what I want. I wanted them to be able to... Apparently I've lit that up. I wanted the silverfish to hit me. I had to wait forever because I have thorns. And I knew it wouldn't kill him. which would make the other ones come out. Man, we're gonna have to hit this up and head to the pigman farm quickly. There we go. Alright, apparently the Silverfish High Zone. Anyhow, we're gonna have to head to the pigman farm briefly to fix our pick. Which is fine, won't take very much time to do. Might not even do that, might just go over to the Guardian farm. Didn't think that the only mobs I'd have to deal with would be silverfish. But we are in a mountain. Most of our base is in the mountains. It wouldn't be the first silverfish I had to deal with. And, you know, doesn't hurt any chance to get more creepy silverfish heads. Alien looking things. They make me laugh. That's something you don't see very often either. Side tangent, no thing. One of the things you don't see very often is anybody making... There was a time when it was worth it, but you don't see anybody making silverfish farms. Shoot, I know people have made magma cube farms with the magma cube spawners more often than they do silverfish farms. It'd be pretty interesting. You'd probably have to make it all out of glass so that they didn't go in blocks. Dig out an end portal area, or find one you're not using, and then just find it just for the silverfish spawner. I do remember a time, I mean, a long time ago, or it seems like a long time ago, years ago anyhow, where somebody was, silverfish like, did drop a lot of XP. And somebody had made a silverfish farm. Oh, come on. And, it makes me think, you know, like, other than the fact that they're annoying for mining, they don't drop anything, right? They aren't like an abundant amount of XP. Oh my goodness, we haven't gone down very hard. So what is... I can understand that they're an annoyance or a nuisance or whatever, a hurdle, if you will. Silverfish head. A hurdle or whatever for making your build be in the mountainous area. And definitely a struggle early on, right? But later on, not a struggle and of no benefit. Just like a couple of the other mobs in the game, it's just something that they added at some point in time, and I really wish they would do more with them, right? To me, silverfish are like rotten potatoes. What's the point? I mean, what's the point of giving me poisonous rotten potatoes? I can't do anything with them. Why are they in the game? wish, just another thing that I wish that they did something with, you know, like it's just you put it in the game, give it a point, like make it have a point, or you know, be useful in any way. Because I mean, if you're putting it in the game, might get taken up, you know, code of the game. At least make it have a point or use of some sort. I don't feel like there's many things in the game that have no use to them, but there are some, and I can't understand them. I mean, there's so much in the game that, sure. Like, there's a lot in the game. It's a fantastic, large game with lots of stuff going on. Infinite possibilities, right? But why do you add things to your game that take up item spots or computing power, AI power of the... Uh-oh. What? Sorry. Gotta rearrange the cat. Alright. So, you know, I mean, obviously the AI to a silverfish is kind of dumb, but, you know, the poisonous potato takes up an item slot in the game's memory of things, and like, why? If I could do anything with it, like if it was used in a potion or something, then I could see it. I mean, then it doesn't have to have like a crazy, super useful use. Like, it doesn't have to have the best use ever or whatever, but some use, you know, whatever it may be. As it is, silverfish don't drop anything, they're just annoying. Poisonous potatoes, they literally could have one use in the game, and that would be if you threw it to a zombie so it didn't despawn. I can't think of any other reason or any other thing you could do with a poisonous potato. But why? Why shouldn't there be, you know? Why shouldn't there be something that you can do with it? Of any kind. And like I said, it doesn't need to be super great, but keep the cat falling. But it should have some use. Yes, kitty. Jingle, jingle, jingle. A little bit. Meow. She likes to be held like a small baby. Like when you hold a baby and you're gonna burp it. She likes to be held that way, where she's partially over your shoulder, and then she rubs up against me and my headphones. And then she climbs up on my shoulder. I'm not gonna hold you here. It is not a comfortable place to... I might scream. Don't flop your tail all agitated like you're the one that crawled up there. Kittens. I love her to death, other than her kitten claws. Can't wait till those go away. Little daggers. Like, she's partially on my shoulder. I'm playing with one hand currently. She's gonna eventually try and get the rest of the way up on my shoulder. And it's gonna hurt. What is the durability of my pick? 154. I have to light this up. Empty our shulker boxes and fix our pick. And then come back to finish the rest of those. Where are we at? 51? Alright. Can you get off my shoulder? Get off my... Let go. Detach, please. Thank you. Alright. Alright, let's pick up what we can. And light this area up. Full shulker box is a good time as any to go and fix the pickaxe. Still have like 30 more blocks to go down. Where's the door? There's the door. Mess. There we go. Didn't mess that up. Alright, so I really need to measure this so that we dig it down at a usable level, I guess. Alright, and she's back on my lap. No. No, we're not playing the you crawl all over my keyboard game. So I was letting her go up onto my desk, and I didn't really care until recently. She started. She's not careful, right? It's not that I don't want her up here or whatever, or I mind her being on my desk. It's that she's not careful. So no. Okay, would you stop? Doesn't care what she stepped on. What are you trying to get at? Alright, give me 1 second. I've gotta put her out of the room. Shut the door, which then she's gonna meow and scratch on the door. Kittens. Alright, back, sorry. And design. So I went from having absolutely no cobble for the longest time to now apparently having an abundance of cobble. now apparently I have all the cobble. Can't have any more cobble. Good news is we got more coal, or copper. Granite. Well, I shouldn't need to grind out material for a while, that's for sure. Wonder if that means his dream is over. Find out shortly if he comes back or not. That didn't take long. And now we can go back to digging. So let's look here. Let me look at my screenshot from my single player world. Let's see. Alright. Actually, let's just head over to the single player world for a minute. Alright, so this is what we're doing. Okay, so got the space marked out for this glass, so it needs to 1, 2, 3, 4. So there'll be a platform every 1, 2, 3. A platform every 2 blocks, basically. So platform 2 blocks, platform 2 blocks. So that means one section is 3 blocks, repeating all the way down. This is what we're building. So let's go back into the world. Oh no, let's hit the wrong button. Let's go back into the world and I mute for a second and shove my face with some compost. So the block we're standing on is 84, which would make that one 83, which will be the top of the machine. Where's my pencil? Let's write that down. 83. So, how many blocks is a viable machine? If it's every 3 blocks, let's see. So we're not going to go below, let's say 20. So it makes 63 at 3, which would be 33 platforms. Which is completely doable, right? So if we bring this down to, they need a space to fall underneath it. So we'll bring it down to 26. That'll give me space to move. So we still got technically 25-ish. Yeah, 25 more layers to go down. Let's, before I get too far into this, yet again, let's do a couple more things, because I don't want to smack my face into the wall. Because I don't want to deal with any more cobblestone. Let's swap out for this, and then get ourselves a bucket of water in case we do run into lava. And back to the diggy dig hole. Alright, let's see. Doobie-doo. Is that a ravine? No. Just another large hole. So right here is where we need to wall this off. There's some lava. There used to be some lava. I don't necessarily need any more stone, but you know, I need stone more than I need cobblestone. We are going to use a bunch of that cobblestone because I'm going to need to make like a stack of droppers. Or dispensers. Go down to 6. Went down to 20. That would have been 63 levels. Which would have been 23 platforms. So now we're going to do 21 platforms. Should be enough. Should be more than enough. Should do just fine, I hope. Theoretically, it'll do just fine. Weird noise. I love Instamine. You know, had I honestly thought this out a little bit more, I'd have made sure that this part of the build right here was in the center of a chunk too, or was a chunk. But I didn't think about that until right now. I don't think it'll really affect it too much. Not enough to have it matter, but I mean, it would have been nice. With 20 some odd spawning platforms, it should be just fine. 21 spawning platforms. Should be enough platforms that it makes up any difference that slight amounts of inefficiency in the build wise slight efficiency as far as returns really shouldn't matter. As much as being efficient is a good thing. Didn't matter that if we're slightly less efficient, at least for this part. Being that it's just something I would like and not necessarily something that I need either, we should be fine. We'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Copper is just an added thing. I didn't even know I left that up. So that is something else that I'll have to do, is grab the camera account and head around and light up some caves. Just to increase the efficiency a little bit. I mean, that and having lit up caves is a good thing anyhow. But those are all things that I can do some other time, especially after the farm is built. So I'm thinking, right, another thing I'm thinking is we're gonna need lots of sugarcane. So, why not try and make a deal with somebody else for sugarcane? Talk one of the other members on here and be like, oh, if you can provide, if you have a sugarcane farm and you provide the sugarcane, for a little partnership. I'll provide. Double check the phone really quick. Yeah, good. I'll provide gunpowder. And we can have infinite rocket. Or maybe I'll just sell the gunpowder at spawn and people can make TNT. It all depends. Depends on how much. Or maybe I'll just sell TNT. Which could work, actually. As much as I don't want to go grab 9 gazillion things of sand. Sand's not too tough to get. I mean, I do have a desert nearby that we use across the ocean. TNT wouldn't be a tough thing to manufacture and sell. But it also depends on if this farm honestly works worth the garbage. It should. But it wouldn't be the first time. Oh my goodness, still 20 more to go. It wouldn't be the first time that something didn't perform up to my expectation. I realize that the most efficient place to put this would be over the ocean, but I don't feel like AFKing over the ocean. I plan on using my base and the fact that I'm here building I expect that to make it so that the farm actually produces. Hopefully very little AFK time will be needed. That being said, I am going to AFK though, as soon as the farm is all set up and storage is done and everything else. I am going to AFK for a little while. Just to see what our rates are like, but maybe even start off with a nice little stockpile. Mostly just see what the rates are. I don't need a stockpile, it'll do its thing eventually. But I'd like to know how quickly it's going to do its thing. I think if I'd have made this farm earlier on in the season, I'd had less resource problems. At least for building blocks. I'm not really getting any ore or anything, but wish I had a way to get the one thing that everybody really does want, which is copper. I mean, that's something I should do. I should make a drown farm. But that would be drown don't seem to spawn very fast. However, zombies do. If I had like a double or triple zombie spawner area, oh man, I would make a copper farm in a minute. Maybe I should search the world and try and find one. Go into my single player version of the world and see if I can find a triple zombie spawner. And turn that into a drowned farm. And then I could sell copper. That'd be the only thing that would make you richer than Kraken on the server. Be doing a lot of AFKing though, I'll tell you that. It's a pretty nice building block, but it seems like all that it's really used for, or that it's good for being used for, English stuff, is roofing. Oops. So 31, and we're getting close. You know, what would make this really painful would be if there was a mine shaft down here. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Not this close to the base. Finally getting close, though, which is exciting in itself. Set up the killing chamber really quick. Go make our redstone components. Definitely need to put stuff away so that I can pick up that copper. Grab whatever's here so we can fill this up. The way that I've found to find the most, the way that I've found the most copper has quite literally been caving, but that's because mining. I like caving. Mining is like strip mining or whatever. I mean, it's needed, and I do it. Branch mining, rather. But and beacon mining is better than, more entertaining than branch mining. But I do know that branch mining is like the quickest and most efficient way to get your rare materials, like diamonds and stuff like that. And then you end up getting like a ton of the other stuff that you need while you're doing it. Coal and gold and lapis and all the other good stuff. But not that I need gold, but or lapis, really. But it gets kind of boring, and just going in a straight line tends to make you lose your attention. It tends to make me lose my attention. But beacon speed mining is, you know, that's good. I don't mind doing that. At least that's somewhat entertaining. Alright, so we're at 31. this is where we're gonna be. Or rather, this is where we're stopping. As far as, well, not really stopping. We're still gonna dig below this, but this is where our first platform will be. Hopefully I did my maths right, so that when we build the farm up, we end up at the right height. Then we gotta put away all these blocks and make some redstone stuff. Go to spawn, get some bows from Skeleton Farm. DVD. And we're gonna take, well, we're gonna light this cave up, so we're gonna do. See if we can get a bat head. Should die. Flappy McGee. So, yeah. We can go to spawn and grab the bows from the spawn skeleton farm and use those because they're all not fixed bows that are just sitting around doing nothing. Might as well grab them and use them for something worthwhile. Finally made it. Good, because our pickaxe is almost done and we're almost out of space. This is the last part of the killing chamber, well, not killing chamber, the spawning chamber of our farm. Still have quite a few farms that I want to make. I really want to make a dripstone farm. I don't know why I'm doing that. We don't have to cover that. So we're going to end up going down another 6 blocks anyhow, but bar is essential space for spawning platforms. That is it. That is all that we need. And everything below this will be killing chamber and collection. And then we're going to pump our items up tube up that way. So let's where is it? This way? It's this way. Let's see. Killing gonna be in the center. So we're gonna need a bubble vader that goes that way. But I guess what I'll do is throw a block here. Like that. And that should signify that that is going to be, I need to remember that that's where our, I guess, first platform is going to be. So let's fly out of here. Where did he come from? Where did you come from? Like, you can't spawn on glass. Or so I thought. And it looks to me like that's torched up enough. The door's shut. There isn't any ledges in here. So I have no idea where it came from. Where could it have come from? I mean, I don't think there isn't any ledges anywhere. I don't know. Yeah, it lit up the area. The surface. Alright, let's empty our bags. And I don't think I'm... Well, we can make the collection area, I guess. I now have too much stone and too much cobblestone. Which I didn't think would be a problem. So we'll just really briefly, because I'm not going to be able to get anything else done, and I think, not with the amount of time I have left. So I think I'm going to call the stream a little bit early today, but we will definitely come back tomorrow. But anyhow, so that is where our first spawning platform is going to be, right? So we're going to use a bunch of diamond shapes that you saw from the single player world, stacked on top of each other, all the way up to this piece of glass here. And then I'm going to cover this whole top floor in the glass. And there's going to be dispensers with water buckets and observers. And we're going to put a redstone clock at the top up here. And so after we put all the floors in, So put a bunch of trapdoors on them. And then we have to take that floor that's there, and I guess for simplicity, we'll dig it down another 4 blocks from there. And then we're going to put water streams that I'll push to the center. And then in the center, we'll just have a little drop chute with a bunch of magma cubes in it. And some hoppers underneath the magma cubes, or minecart hoppers. Stuck the items through the magma cubes. And then we're just going to have it kick out with an observer clock that'll kick it out over here. And I have a water stream that comes over and comes up like right here in this corner with a bubble column that'll come up over here, and then we can quite literally just have it come over and dump down into a bunch of chests. And then up here will be an on-off switch for the farm, but we'd be able to stand up here because there'll be this tinted glass. All these torches will be gone. That's tinted glass. This is tinted glass. I might need to, well, it won't matter. Nothing that's up here will matter as far as light goes. So, because it won't be able to get through the tinted glass. But we should be able to see a layer or two in the windows as well. And I could think of something to do over there. Maybe I'll put a sugarcane farm over there. I mean, it's a big tower. Give me something to do with it. Make it a bigger sugarcane farm than the one we have currently. And then that'll be a creeper farm. It's nothing other than manipulating the height of mobs in the game. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I got fancy pants. Let's go over here. I'd like to see what this church looks like from the area around here. Can't really see it from there. Walk up the boardwalk. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It doesn't look bad from down here. I wonder if I can see it from anywhere else. Nope. Can I see it from out here? Oh, wow. That is kind of big. Big and looming in the background. Definitely like it. Whoopee. Let's see if we can get it to load. Yeah, it's pretty good. After I get this whole area here looking decent, put something out over here, and I mean, you can't see anything over there, but it'll be right there in the background of the base, and I like it. It is not a bad addition whatsoever. And it's functional. Or, well, it's not currently functional, but it will be functional. But yeah, that is all the time I'm going to take for the stream for this morning. I'm going to go have some lunch and get ready for some other stuff that I have to do. But if you stopped in or checked it out in the YouTube replay, I do appreciate it. It's your mama's Nuggets, but you can call me Nuggets. And I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.